And welcome to a whole new brand episode of the No Code Wizardry Show. Dennis, today we're going to be talking about magic because
Magic.
we have built a little bit of a magical application.
Oh, and I didn't bring my wizard's hat.
Where's your wizard's hat?
Well, it's behind my wizard desk.
I know. What good is it doing there?
I know, and I didn't even bring the magic wand.
I have a wand. I guess I was a little too lazy to bring it out.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Anyways, it's fine. I think that just the overall concepts of the things that we're going to be sharing today are magical enough.
I think so.
So today we are announcing that you can sign up for the waiting list for Conjuro. Conjuro is a whole new application that we've built here at Ratio, and it's a hybrid of a productivity app. It's really good and useful for service businesses as well who want to be able to manage, meet, keep track of time spent on different client projects. Dennis, why did we build Conjuro?
Well, we built Conjuro because we felt a personal need to conjure up something that solves our problems as a business, and we realized that this is something that is really missing. And I think that the real magic behind Conjuro is that it has been designed and built from the ground up to be a hybrid human AI powered application. So the whole point is to get more stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm going to use nice language here for this, not going to get down in the dirt there, but there's a gazillion project management systems out there. We've all used them. You know me. I've used every one that has ever been built.
You have.
And I've tried to make you use them as well.
Right.
And it almost always has failed.
Right.
And so this got me to the point where I said, we need something that is ours. And then I realized, but what we're building doesn't exist yet. Key concept, the Project Meister. I mean, Conjuro comes with a AI super powered little old lady who constantly looks at the tasks that you have pending, the tasks that you've completed, the milestones that have been completed, the milestones that are pending, the chat sessions that have been going on around the projects, the meeting summaries, the emails that have been put in, and every day helps you get a little bit closer to being more accomplished and getting more done, and works alongside you. And in our case, our project meister is Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
She's, I think, 72-year-old granny who has a puppy called Sammy. And she writes amazing emails every day to all of us.
She's very good at not missing out on any. I mean, she's in my email inbox every day. She doesn't skip a day.
Yeah, and guess what? She chats back to me, and she tells me about how much you're paying attention and how much you're getting done. So it's like having by the way, Maggie in our case really loves mystery novels and Agatha Christie novels, and she's really fun. But your project meister might be an old English butler if you want, or you could be you can give your project meister the personality that you want. But the ability to have this AI, giving you kicks in the pants every once in a while. And, Maggie not only looks at each individual project, but she looks across the organization as well. And she has information about all the people that are working on all of the projects. So she can find bottlenecks. She can, find the places that are holding stuff back. And, that's really cool.
No, it's really powerful. How about we break down and we just list some of the features that Conjuro actually comes with? So, for example, of course, there's a task management tracker, and most importantly, the task manager tracker comes with a bunch of different views that people can personalize. So, there's the classic Kanban board view to help you drag along, where you are with tasks. I mean, we're not going to reinvent Kanban boards here. You can also see tasks by calendar view. You can see your task by a list of different projects that you've got going on.
There's my favorite is the get stuff done view,
Right.
which is really useful for keeping you on track, because you can, we took a step above just the idea of putting a due date on a task, and instead you can set it for this month or this week or today or tomorrow or this year, and then you can move things from bucket to bucket as you tick things off. Some of us are really good at ticking things off,
And some of us aren't that good.
so that's the core project management functionality.
Right.
But there's also a pretty powerful CRM built in.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chat functionality that is getting much better every day.
And by the way, let's actually tap into that. We were really fed up with Slack. And look, Slack works pretty well because isn't it owned by Microsoft? I mean, these guys have plenty of money to pour into Slack, and as a messaging app, it works really well. But man, it can get really expensive as you start onboarding clients, as you start onboarding teammates, as you start onboarding freelancers. Man, every single time you want to have somebody with full access to Slack, you're paying a lot of money, especially as your organization grows. So we were fed up with that, and we decided, okay, what do we need to build in order to be able to cancel Slack?
And I think we took it even farther, because not only is it getting to be just as good of a messaging platform as Slack, but it's aware. So Maggie reads all of the project chat sessions. Chat sessions can be associated to invoices. They can be associated to tasks. They can be associated to projects. They can be associated to leads. So you get a lot more flexibility around, that relationship. And then you can go into a chat message and just right click it and say, create a new task for me.
It's everything just lives in harmony between tasks, your project master, your messages. There's group messages, there's individual one-on-one messages that you can have with people. I think we're onto something with the messaging functionality.
Yeah.
One of the other functionalities that Conjuro has to offer, which is probably one of my favorite ones, is just invoicing.
Yep.
Invoicing is another app that you can probably just stop paying for once you subscribe to Conjuro, because we've built invoicing, probably the best invoicing system you can find out there. Mainly because it's also very simple. It doesn't reinvent the wheel. You can connect it to Stripe, and it just keeps track of every invoice that you're sending out through each of your clients, and it works.
Yeah.
It just works.
And then another cool thing is that every client has their own customer portal, so they can, keep track of, they can have visibility into their project. They can have their, immediate access to all the documents that you're, uploading for them, or the invoices that are coming in. They can see them there. It just creates a better experience for anybody who works with customers.
I think that I feel like we're missing out on some features that we probably also have in Conjuro.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, there is meeting functionality.
Oh, the meeting functionality is a big one. Yeah. You can probably stop paying for Zoom or stop paying for Google Meet. You're paying for the pro subscription of Google Meets. You can also implement meetings, digital conversations right within Conjuro.
They're all automatically transcribed. They're analyzed by AI, and they create tasks automatically inside Conjuro. So all of that comes in the box.
And I think that I do want us to talk a little bit about pricing, because people are probably doing the math in their heads and thinking, okay, well, if I'm subscribing to Conjuro, and Conjuro is going to allow me to cancel my Slack subscription, and I'm no longer going to have to pay for Zoom, and I'm no longer going to have to pay for Invoice Ninja or whatever you're using for invoicing, and you're not going to have to pay for this Trello or Asana or whatever you're using for task management. How expensive is Conjuro gonna be? Because you're saving me quite a little bit of money, Mr. Dennis.
It's really going to be a pleasant surprise for people because there's no per user pricing. So you can have €1,000 users in your Conjuro account. It's going to cost you the same. There's a subscription based on the number of open projects that you have, active projects that you have in the platform. So you're going to get at least one for free when you sign up, which will allow you to do everything. And then there are some AI credit costs based on different things that you do in the application, but they're very reasonably priced.
They're reasonably priced. At the end of the day, I mean, we all pay for AI usage, so AI is just not something. We are trying to build a business as well over here, so we can't just gift away those tokens. Tokens are expensive. If you guys use Claude or anything like that, you can probably tell that by yourself as well. But so tell me a little bit more about you pay per project.
Yeah, you just pay per project.
Which, in other words, means that the more clients you have and the more clients you onboard, of course, your bill is going to get a little bigger. But the more you have, we also give out discounted rates as well.
Yeah, there's a tier-based system there. It's going to be this for us is a way to make our lives easier and to help other people have an easier life. By the way, you can also send out broadcast emails to your users and to your leads and from the CRM system. So it might save you a MailChimp for a while. That's another one that's in there. So there's a lot of little surprises coming. I would say go to conjuro.app and get on the waiting list.
Yeah, just go ahead and go to conjuro.app. If any of this spikes your curiosity, sign up for the waiting list. We're probably going to start letting people try it out very soon. And we've actually been using it for 7-8 months now.
Yeah.
The alpha version.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been having fun with it. I think it's made us more productive. I think we're very close to being able to cancel most of our subscriptions ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's always a good thing. So anyways, I think we've touched on more or less the overall idea.
I promise that we will do our best to make it a very magical experience for everybody.
With that said, I think we can wrap it up here. Appreciate your time, Mr. Dennis, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Talk to you then.